Philadelphia Eagles beat the Baltimore Ravens 24-19 out there in Baltimore. You look at this particular game, Baltimore 9 points in that first quarter, 12 points in that first half. But ultimately, Eagles, who started slow offensively and defensively, scored 14 points in that second quarter, had a halftime lead. Justin Tucker struggled, missed a few field goals, 2 field goals and an extra point. And so the Philadelphia Eagles defensively, they corralled Lamar Jackson, corralled him enough. They corralled Derrick Henry enough, and they did a good job of shutting this Baltimore Ravens offense down. This explosive Baltimore Ravens offense down. And look, end of the day, Saquon Barkley got over 100 yards, broke a long one, 26 yards for a touchdown. Every time Saquon Barkley's out there, you get the sense that he could break one, and he broke one today against the Baltimore Ravens. Wasn't those 70 burgers like he did against the Rams. Jalen Hurts didn't turn the ball over. That's important. Played good enough for the Eagles to win. I mean, he wasn't great, but he was good enough. 11 for 19, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 throwing. So he was good enough. He was solid enough. And again, the Eagles got the job done. They were without Devontae Smith. They were without Darius Slade, 2 big guys, one offensively, one defensively, that they could use. Now, 8 straight wins now for the Philadelphia Eagles. So at this point, at this moment, at this time, they're 1 game behind the Detroit Lions for the top spot in the NFC. You look at the Eagles now. The final 5 games of the season for the Philadelphia Eagles, boy, it is manageable. It is so manageable. Next week against the Carolina Panthers. The following week for the Philadelphia Eagles, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got the Commanders at Washington, Dallas, and New York. So 4 out of 5 final games will be at Lincoln Financial Field, and those 5 games are very winnable. The toughest one, you would say, it has to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. But again, I think the Eagles can beat the Steelers. I think the Eagles can beat any team on the remaining schedule is winnable. It's something the Eagles could easily, when this whole thing is all said and done, Eagles could easily end this season winning 13 straight games. So again, Carolina at home for the Eagles, Pittsburgh at the Commanders, Dallas, and New York. So 4 out of 5 are at Lincoln Financial Field. Green Bay next Thursday, Green Bay and Buffalo both at home, at Chicago, at San Francisco, and then they finish it off with Minnesota. Again, that's a tough schedule. Green Bay's a playoff team, Buffalo's a playoff team, and the 49ers are the 49ers. And so that's a tough schedule. And then you go to Chicago, who almost beat you last week. So in terms of schedule, everything is working in the Eagles' favor in terms of schedule. Things look good for the Philadelphia Eagles in terms of schedule. But we'll see what happens going forward. But a quality win by the Philadelphia Eagles, 8 straight, and we'll see what happens next. But this team has the possibility to win 13 straight. This team has the possibility of getting home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And if the Eagles have home field advantage, and if everybody has to come through Lincoln Financial Field to get to the Super Bowl in the NFC, you have to favor the Eagles to get the job done.